session, which is AI is not taking over your jobs and mine. And this will be covered by Mr. Uthaman Bakthikrishnan, Executive Vice President from ClearTouch. Uthaman believes in the saying, the way you make your customers feel is just as important as what you offer. He has helped Indian organizations enhance it through creative cloud technology usage and seamless integration over the past 5 years. He successfully migrated over 30,000 agents to remote work during the pandemic and runs a profitable tech company collaborating with leading organizations in banking, insurance, healthcare, BPOs, ARM/collections, e-commerce, lead generation, and the automotive sector. May I request Mr. Uthaman to please join us on stage. Thank you.
Good morning. Thanks everyone for joining us this morning. I'm here to explain a few of the curious questions that all of us have all the time. Whenever there is a new technology, there is always some factor behind forcing them forward, and there are always some factors that trying to hold them back or check them. Hey, are you here to help us or hurt us, right? So it's always there. It's been our history from the beginning, from the human history. Anytime anything new comes, there is always going to be some curiosity, whether it's there to help me or it's there to hurt me, right? So AI, I guess, going through the same phase. So it's an appropriate topic for us to talk, discuss and see where we are and whether should we be concerned about it or should we be happy about it, how can we make use of it, right? So let's go through this, right? So before I begin, I want to bring you up to a little bit of a speed and make you help you to think this through. It's better if you think this through, because my idea is not to come here and show some slides and then out, because it's not going to stay with you, right? I want to give you something that it relates to you. It makes you to think better, and then it enables you to analyze, okay, this is helping me to help you make that decision yourself, right? Let's see what I can do in 15 minutes, right? Okay, so how many of you remember in the beginning of our e-commerce, that is late 90s, what we had to do and how we were shopping? And if you remember that experience and compared to that experience now, right? I'll walk you through one. I was in US, I'm trying to send some gifts to my fiance that time, and I'm trying to figure out what is the best way to send, right? As usual, we don't think all these things upfront a month ahead. We get some ideas a few days before the birthday, let's say, so I want to send a card or I want to send a cake. How do I do that? So there were sites that time in late 90s, believe it or not, and they were delivering it in Chennai. So there is no login or anything, and then we had to call and then place the order and then make sure the cake is getting delivered. Guess what? How do I make sure the cake reached on time? Or I ordered, what did I order? Did they deliver the same thing? How do I know? There is no photo to tell me what happened, when it was delivered or anything. So everything has to happen manually, right? I have to call and then figure out this reached, this is when was this delivered and everything. So imagine that now, how you are placing your order now and how you are shopping now, right? So why I'm giving this example is you can relate yourself, you can think about it, what happened in past 20 years and what is going to happen in years to come, right? It makes our life much easier, right? And we are able to figure out what is the best product. Maybe I'm going to buy a water bottle, and then next few seconds you see there are 15 water bottles similar showing up, right? Hey, this is used by this many people. This is given by feedback by this many people, and this is good for this feature, and this is good for. Maybe you might not have even thought about all this, but it is giving you how, right? So that is where AI is coming in. And so if you think about it from that perspective, it is only here to help us, right? It's not here to hurt us, or it is not here to take away our job. What job possibly AI can take out from us? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. So it can help us to enhance what we do, right? I'll give you an example for this. So we are now moving ahead from the e-commerce introduction, and then the e-commerce is coming up, and then now the AI technology is taking off. And by the way, AI is nothing new, right? It did not happen in the last 3 years or 5 years. It has been there for many decades. And one of my first project in ETS, Educational Testing Service, when we rolled out in 2000 and 2001 for TOEFL, GRE, and GMAT, we had to bring down the time it takes for us to be able to score from 23 or 24 days within a day, 24 hours. So what did we do? We had to figure out a lot of different things, and one of the component was AI, believe it or not. So what did we do? We were not able to find human agents whenever we need in the scale we needed to get to score all these responses. So what did we do? We found a way to make the rating happen online. So that solved one problem. So that helped us to brought 24 days to probably 15 days. But how do we bring 15 days to 1 day? So we were thinking about this problem hard, and then we were thinking, okay, why not we use some kind of a engine to score these essays and then see how it works. So it worked. It worked 99.5% accuracy, and it was able to score exactly the same what was given by the human rater. This happened in 2000, 2001. So we were able to comfortably score all the essays 2 times, make sure everybody is getting a fair score, and it is not anything random or there are no issues. So why I'm explaining this is AI is here to help again, right? It's not here to hurt us or take away any job, because the raters for school teachers, they are still there, they're still doing their work, and it is not taking away the raters. It is only enhancing and then helping them to analyze how they are doing and everything. So nothing really has changed in that aspect. So if you look at the history and then analyze, right, this is what we are going to see again and again. There are a lot of instances I can go over, but with a time limit, let me go further and then take you through one recent example, right? So, okay. So, are we impacted by AI or not? Yes, we are. What ways? You can imagine a lot of different ways, as mentioned here. If you open your phone, how you are logging into your phone? Phone sees your face and then lets you log in. What really happened there? There is an AI going on behind there. So it is helping us to make, it is helping us to have a better experience with our phone. We don't have to go put in a bunch of numbers. We don't have to go and then do any crazy things to identify, hey, I am this person, and let me log in. It is not the case anymore, right? That is one simple example. The social media, where you go, like I said, wherever you go, you are, believe it or not, when you are having a conversation, even in your bedroom or in your family room, if you notice, if you go to social media in next 15 minutes or an hour or next day, you are going to see what you discussed related ads. Have anyone of you seen that? Yeah. How does it happen? Your phone listens to you all the time, believe it or not. Whether do you want it to happen that way, that's up to us to decide. But what really happened, it listens, and then maybe you talked about, hey, let's go to Goa, and then next day you log in or do somewhere, and then there are some hotels popping up from Goa, or there are some tours popping up from Goa, right? So different ideas, and then you wonder why it is happening. It is powered, right? So you can use it to enhance. It can use to to market. It can use to sell something. It can use to do a lot of different things. So it is just a technology at the end of the day. It cannot be used to replace a human. Why? Let's see that. So I have given you a lot of different examples here. The Netflix, for example, Amazon, every one of them, right? Smart home devices, everything you take it, there are some AI going on, and then how you can relate the story. So I want to walk you through one of the examples, the recent examples from the Tesla, right? So please listen. I'm not going to play. This is a 3.5-minute video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You can listen to it later on, but I'll play a few seconds.
Oh. Hey, James. Yeah, who's this?
Hey, James. It's Alexander from Tesla Motors. How's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good, my man. How about yourself? You said from Tesla, right? It's the car company?
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling from Tesla Motors, the car company. Did you have any trouble or questions while customizing your car on our website?
No, we were just kind of shopping around and, just taking a look.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Sometimes we're just exploring our options before making a decision, and I totally respect that. Can I ask you why you were looking into a Tesla in the first place?
Yeah, I've had my car for way too long now, and so I'm kind of taking a look at options, and I have a lot of friends who just absolutely rave about Tesla, and, me myself, I'm actually a big fan of Elon Musk, so I figured I might as well take a look and kind of explore my options there and see what you guys had available.
That's a smart approach, James. It's always good to explore your options and see what's available. Out of curiosity.
So I'll stop it there. You can go ahead and listen there. So if you listen to it, right, you would have, I'm sure you would have guessed it is not a human talking on the other side. It is a bot taking a call, answering the person who is visiting their website to configure a Tesla car. Because if you know, Tesla, unlike other cars, you don't have to walk into a dealership to look at the car. You can do everything online, and then you can go, they will deliver to your home. It's just like purchasing anything on the e-commerce. So, because there's not many options there, only few options. So, this bot is able to explain and then play along with that user. It is even able to empathy, oh, it is good to have options. It is good to evaluate your choices, things like that, right? So you would think this is a good conversation, and you would go for it, and then this is helping us, right? But then if you look at one of their posts there, right, one of the comment, one of the users said, "Thank you. This makes it a lot more easier for me to hang up my call guilt-free." What does that mean? This is supposed to give a good experience, right? Why? Why that person says it makes me guilt-free to hang up? When would a person feel guilt to hang up? Exactly. Why? Why are we craving for to talk to somebody? That is because we will think that is the better way of doing business. After all, that is a machine. What can a machine understand about me? It clearly understood everything, but that person is posting like that. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to think about the perspective of this is going to take away our job. This is not going to happen for many, many, many years to come. By that time, there will be some other revolution, and then we will have the same challenges again. Okay, so that is not the concern. Let's take away that concern at all. Right? So how AI can be used? Believe it or not, contact centers happens to be the first industry to take advantage of this AI in a big scale. Why? Because contact centers are natural good fit for this AI usage. Because AI is good for analyzing a humongous amount of data, identifying some patterns, highlighting some of the recommendations, and then help assist a person to do or make some good decision. This is what AI is good about. So if you think about it that way, then there is no reason for anybody or agent to worry about I'm going to lose my job, because there is no agent sitting there and then want to analyze humongous amount of data. I'll give you an example. You are starting to drive from Taj, and then let's say you're going to go back to the airport. Guess what are you going to do? You're going to put on Google Map, right? All of you would do that, right? Even though we know the road, how to go to airport, we still put Google Map. Why? Traffic. What does the traffic means? How does that problem getting solved? There is an AI sitting behind. It is analyzing the traffic, and it is looking at it. You are going from here to there, what other roads are available, all other roads, how they are congested, and if you take this route, 55 minutes, this route, 53 minutes, this route takes you through a toll. all the analysis is done, is it done only one time? No. It's done constantly. Till you drive, till you reach airport, that program is doing the same thing again and again. You will reach 9:55. Sometimes you wonder, hey, I'm driving 20 kilometers above the speed limit. Why this guy is still saying I'm going to reach in 9:55? I should be reaching there 9:45. Guess what? After 2 miles, there are some traffic jam. There is some accident, and you are going to be stuck there for 15 minutes. By the time you reach, it's going to be 9:55. So why this is a good use case I'm trying to highlight? Because imagine this, we never had a person, we never had a choice of asking an agent, when will I reach airport? Maybe we would have asked a cab driver, hey, how long will it take? And then you start driving, right? Cab driver would have had a better idea. Over the years he drove, sir, maybe it's taking 50 minutes. Maybe you take this route and take this shortcut and you will reach. But it is never 9:55. He will say maybe about an hour, right? But AI takes that into one more level down, and then it helps you exactly show you this is the path if you want to be there at 9:45 or 9:55. So imagine if an agent is sitting there and then looking at this data and then trying to answer your call. Do you think any agent would like to do that job? Or any agent can do that job? It is just not possible. So what just happened here, AI is there to assist us, the agent to do a better job, or agent to do a better, queries, answer better queries, which cannot be solved by AI. There are a lot of things that AI cannot solve. You are making a bank online transaction, and then you are making a payment, and then the other guy says it did not reach. Are you going to be talking to a chatbot or a voice bot? No. You want to talk to somebody, a human, right? Maybe you may even stop by at the branch office. Why you are going to the branch office? To see somebody, and then maybe they can understand, they can analyze the problem, because this problem is not following any pattern. This problem is not faced by millions of other people. There is no pattern for the AI to go over and then understand and then give you a plot, some kind of a plan. Hey, this is what is going to happen. There is nothing like that. So AI cannot do that. So you have to have agent. So why worry about it? And say it is there to make our life much easier, right? And then I talked about the humongous amount of data and then AI assistance. So if you look at a lot of the assistance programs, right? I'm talking about Google Voice, like an Alexa or a Siri. What are they doing? They are once again using NLP, AI in the behind the scene, and then help analyze the problem, sort out some kind of a pattern, and then come up with some kind of a solution, right? So AI-assisted customer experience. I want to spend a few minutes here. I want to take you through something. What are the things? Chatbots and virtual assistants, right? How it can help actually, or rather than that, I usually go with my own experience. It's easy for me to explain because I understood better that way. Hopefully, I'm thinking that you can understand better that way, relating to your own experience rather than talking about some textbook examples, right? So virtual assistants, what did we do? How we came up, and then I'll start with the voice analytics. So voice analytics, there are a lot of tools available in the market, right? And then it is giving you a transcription and then everything. And then if you see how many softwares are out there giving the transcription that the way you liked. When I say the way you liked is the accuracy level is I'm happy with. Can any of you raise your hands? Why I'm asking this question? Because usually what happens, this accuracy level peaks about 75, 80, 85, and then it starts to peak there. Right? It doesn't go beyond. Right? Because why that is? Because that is not a problem of AI. That is how a company is trying to implement AI. So what we did we didn't want to be the first one to go to the market with the AI and then brag that we are there to help solve all your problems. We didn't mind going to the market 9 months, 1 year behind. That was not a problem. But our goal was to make sure the accuracy level is 99% or higher. So that's what we delivered. When we delivered, the customers who were blaming us, hey, you are really delaying and not giving us that tool that we needed and what is going on. And then when they saw our example and when they compared that with what they have and what we have, it is mind-blowing for them. And then they say, maybe this is better. It's a better worth waiting time. Why I'm telling you this? So maybe I don't want you to go with the idea that AI is bad or AI capability is only this much. Please don't think that way. AI can do a lot more. That is, the more you train, more it can give you, more it can help you. And it is going to take time. Just like having a baby takes 10 months, it is going to take time to train that baby, right? Train that module. It's just not a magic. So you got to give that time, and it will work. So once we have that kind of accuracy, guess what we can do? We can do a lot of intelligent call routing within the platform to enable how to get the best use cases for your use, for your industry, right? And then the chatbots and the virtual bots. So one of the use case I want to highlight is some of our customers came from collections, some of them coming from BPO, some of them coming from financial, a lot of different ones. So common problems, one of the problem they bring to us and then say, hey, can you help us increase our call connection ratio, or can you help us increase our agent talk time? Can you help us increase our agent productivity? It is a very easy question to ask, but it is not easy problem to solve, because every industry, every call center, every contact center, every use case, how they interact with their customers and the problem that they are trying to solve is not same. It can be different, and it can be in a multiple different ways you have to approach. So only thing you can do is to analyze and come back. So we have done that analysis for many of our customers, where we were able to improve their talk time from 2.5 hours to above 5 or 5.5 hours, more than doubling it. So let's say if you do this, right? Let's say you have 100 agents, right? For a contact center, where is your major cost for a contact center? It is not the technology. It is not the telco. It is a human, right? So you are paying about 50,000 rupees or above average in the industry, for an agent to employ. So if 100 agent contact center, your payroll and your cost is approximately 50 lakhs, right? So if you have to apply, if you have to save, if you have to improve your productivity, if you have to increase your profit, if you have to increase your margin, the best way to do is to analyze the problem, come up with a solution, and try out in a smaller basis, and then try to expand. There are use cases where we started with 1,000 calls a day. Now we are doing multi-million calls for making a sale, for making collections, for making a customer service, or making a better banking experience all around. Because we don't jump onto the solution on the day one. We take a look at 6 months data, and then we come up with some kind of a solution, and then we apply that solution, let them try it out, and then scale it up. Scale it to the level how much they want or how much they can handle. That is the way to add value. Why I'm highlighting is, if you are applying, if you are thinking, don't think with the idea that everybody has implemented AI, I have to implement AI. No, it will never work. You will fail. If it works, maybe you are lucky, maybe it worked out one time. So don't expect to have a repeat success. You may or may not. So unless otherwise you have the plan, unless otherwise you have the right team, right skills, the right technology, it may or may not happen. That's what I'm trying to highlight. So if you apply it in the right way, it can do wonders. It can help you improve your performance, double, more than double, few times or multiple times. It is up to how you can think or how you can plan it out. There is no stop about that. So with that, I want to stop right here, and then if you have any questions, I can answer right here, or our booth is there. We are going to be there for the whole day, and we'll be more than happy to answer or clarify any questions. I hope, yes.
Mike.
Yes. It's okay.
Check. Thanks. I just carried away with your topic about the A is not taking the job.
Yes.
We should not be fearing for that. Maybe if I want to put it a little slightly different with the point. Maybe shall we say that the people who are not adopting the AA, they'll be the one who will be losing the job? Is that the right way to put that? The reason why I'm sorry to cut you.
That is one way of putting it. I purposely not put it out that way.
Okay.
The reason is there is already a scare out there in the market. AI is taking away my job. And I don't want to put it out the message in that way, saying that, hey, if you don't adopt AI, you might lose job. Again, they are not going to listen to the first part. They are going to listen to the last part, right? And then they are going to worry, hey, I'm going to lose the job. That gets his attention. Like we don't want to drive that fear, right? We want to make it a natural, progression, right? Because not everybody is fortunate enough to get exposed or get a chance to learn or apply in a nice way. That is a truth.
Correct. But to take it from your example, what you said, we know the route for the airport, but still we use the map.
Exactly.
The reason is you know to reach the destination a little faster without any hustle. In such a case, people. I mean, again, I'm not trying to to scare it. That's not the what I want. But the point is, unless if you adopt the technology a little faster today or tomorrow, probably another month or another week or we'll be forced to adapt that, or else our journey is going to be a little hustle.
Yes.
So that's what I was.
It is always the case. If you think about it, in the olden days, it's always been the case, right? So whenever there is something new come up, there are always early adopters. There are followers, and then they are the laggers, who are, unless you force them, they don't want to change, right? In certain technologies, I'm going to be a leader. In certain technologies, I can be a lagger. Even myself, I'm talking about, because it depends on the priority. It depends on what I want to do, right? How I want to approach that problem, right? That is also play a major role. But what I want to highlight, this is a very good question. What I want to highlight here is the AI is there to help, and BPOs are a very good sector to take use of it. I'm highlighting it again and again because there is only so much you can cut cost. You all agree? There is only so much. And if you are focusing on cutting cost on the manpower, on the tool, I'm telling you, please stop that. If you are spending 50,000 rupees on an agent, your cost of technology and telco, it's only 5,000. Even if you save 30%, you are saving only 1,500 rupees. Out of 50,000, if you save 15%, you are saving a lot more, right? You are saving 15,000 rupees, right? So that is where your focus should be. Your focus should be maximizing what you can do, how you can apply, how you can take to the next level, how you can compete better, how you can give a better experience for your customer. That should be your focus, not like, hey, I'm using unlimited plan, for example, and then I'm getting best. There is nothing like unlimited in this world. Everything is limited. If you are getting unlimited plan, they are limiting your ability to how many calls you can make. Guess what? You are paying 50,000 rupees and you are using him for this much. I would rather pay him per call and then I will use him this much, because that is going to give me the best output, not this. We all know that. Because 50,000 rupees, if you improve his productivity by 10%, you are saving 5,000 rupees per agent per month. I have a live examples where our customers have doubled 200 agents, 1 crore outlay, double the productivity. Now he is getting 2 crore worth of work for paying 1 crore. And guess what? He's not paying me 1 crore by month. Never. It is never going to be that much, right? It is never going to be that much, the cost of the technology. But the ROI is going to be huge. So that's what I want to highlight. I hope that answers. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Uthaman sir, for addressing the issue.